Alrighty guys, let's check it out. So today I got something pretty cool. So we're going to be taking a look from the POV of a EarthBound player. And there was new EarthBound synchros that came out in Maze of Millennium recently in the TCG, and I really haven't seen anyone play. I actually don't even know what happens at the end of the duel, but I do know halfway through some pretty epic things happen. So Eternal Duck Servant is going to be playing the EarthBound, and then Padre over here is going to be playing Heroes, and he pops off turn 1. I was super excited when I first saw the gameplay, and I was like, okay, sweet, I get my EarthBound gameplay in because, well, I mean, to be honest, I don't really know EarthBounds 100%, and as far as I can see, they are super underwhelming because they need a field spell, and, well, they have one condition, which is, well, if they don't have the field spell, they can lose out quite fast. And I was watching the hero player play and pop off. I'm like, okay, well, he's making some of like the newer hero stuff. I mean, this is like more recently, but I wanted to see what he could do, as I've also not seen Heroes season play in the most recent times. It's basically like a bunch of the Fire King Snake Eyes variants, which I'm sure a lot of you guys have already seen, and I'll make some videos covering that because I was kind of out of the loop because I was traveling. But we'll go ahead and see what he actually does. Now, he actually has a bunch of cards in the graveyard because he went through half of his deck turn 1 because, well, this is Yu-Gi-Oh! In 2024, right? So basically, everything that comes out is going to lose a massive amount of attack because you lose 200 attack for each hero card in the graveyard. Well, for the EarthBound player. So he's going to go ahead and use Favorite Contact over here. And I'm like, dude, there's like no way he's going to come back from this. I mean, look at this board over here. He's even got the Shining Wingman over here, and he's going to do an insane amount of damage, and it gains a bunch of damage. So he's got like two things that are just going to be infinitely like boosted over here as long as he keeps on getting cards in the graveyard. So he's going to activate that effect, and he's going to go ahead and try to utilize some of the other effects. But this card is actually able, once you have, you can only use this effect once per turn, but the EarthBound monsters you control cannot be destroyed by battle or by card effects while there is a card in the field zone. So remember, that's basically how EarthBounds run over here. So this card is actually for the Kashtira. So I guess it's like a Kashtira, TR Element, EarthBounds. I haven't seen it before. I don't even know if it's any good, but I just know that it came out and I haven't seen anyone play it recently. So this is looking like it's kind of cool. So he busts out one of the EarthBound synchros, the YuGiOh Gremlin. So I gotta brush up on this because it's been a while since I probably talked about it because, well, no one's really been, as far as more playing. So during the main phase, you can target a face-up monster your opponent controls, and your opponent chooses one of these effects to apply. So they either lose that monster or you gain life points equal to the monster's attack, or also during the battle phase, quick effect, you can fusion summon an EarthBound fusion monster from your extra deck by banishing its materials from your hand, field, and or graveyard. So he's going to be able to maybe go into something, and he also brings out the YuGiOh Gremlin, which if it's special summoned, you get to add an EarthBound monster from your deck to your hand, and then you get to also target a dark synchro monster you control, and it can attack directly this turn. So I guess maybe that's the point of it. I know the EarthBounds can attack like directly. I think the whale one just can like sit there in defense mode, and like that was like the only one that I really like saw people even try. So he's gonna go ahead and activate Phoenix Enforcer's effect, and now he's gonna also use YuGiOh Gremlin over there. So his opponent is gonna lose out on the monster because, well, that's what his opponent decided. Because remember, his opponent gets to choose what actually happens over here. So we're also seeing YuGiOh Gremlin go ahead and activate that, get some extra burn damage in, and then now he's special summoning the other EarthBound synchro over here. This is the YuGiOh Griffin. So this requires a Dark Tuner and a Non-Tuner. As a quick effect, you special summon an EarthBound monster from your graveyard in defense position except for itself. You can't special monster for the extra deck the rest of the turn except for Fusion and Synchro, which is basically, I guess, part of the archetype. With its like newer support, because I believe the fusions they didn't just came out in Maze of Millennium. These came out like a while back ago. But anyways, this card in its owner's possession destroyed. You can destroy one card in the field, then burn your opponent for 300 damage to your opponent for each EarthBound monster with a different name in your field and graveyard. The one that I actually thought that was kind of good, and at some point it did see some play, was one of the EarthBounds that it destroyed everything and it burned them for like 300 for each one. There's like some OTKs that you could do with it. But anyways, he's going to go ahead and attack and change the stats on that, and he's going to summon a Yubel. That was actually kind of surprised by the hero, and now he's busting out the EarthBound Servant YuGiOh Grasha, which is another fusion monster for the archetype. And anyways, so at the start of the damage step, if it battles, you get to change the monster's attack and defense to 0, and if it is destroyed by battle by card effect, you destroy all cards your opponent controls. Yeah, seems quite balanced to me, Kappa. And then Yubel is going to go ahead and make him take the damage. Oh, he didn't get the destruction, so he's not going to be able to pop, but the other hero player's got 7,400. Let's see how this ends off. Oh, now everything is 0, but he's going to activate that effect over there, and now he's going to bring out another card, and now not everything is reduced to basically 0, and Yubel is going to be activating his effect, bringing out the other Yubel. He's going to crash into it, and he's going to attack into it. Oh, that was actually kind of a surprise. You know, I really felt like the EarthBound player is about to make a comeback, but, you know, I kind of like seeing these, like, lower tier, well, as far as I can tell, I want to say heroes aren't like terrible, like bottom tier, but it is lower tier duels. And you know, it's nice to see something once in a while because I've been just covering basically, well, at least when I was trying to get gameplay, all I was seeing was different variants of Snake Eyes. But I thought both of the decks were kind of cool over here. And like I said, the EarthBound player got to pop off, which was really cool to see. He's a bunch of 1-ofs because he's playing the all our stuff with like the cash tier elements. All those basically got hit. All of those fairies, man. Anyways, I'm just gonna mouse over the cards in case any of you guys want the deck profile. But big shout outs to both of the players over here. Eternal running his EarthBound deck, which it was cool to see that he was able to actually summon some stuff when his opponent was able to. I don't know what to call this, a Yubel hero deck, because this is also kind of a surprise. I didn't even realize that there was Yubels in the deck until I watched the rest of the gameplay. But I still think that both players got to do something, which is something I like seeing in Yu-Gi-Oh for the most part. But big shout outs to Hal Padre and Eternal over here for their builds. But if you guys enjoyed it, drop a like on it. If you're new here, hit subscribe, turn the bell so you don't miss out on more Yu-Gi-Oh gameplays and deck profiles. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.